things I would really encourage you guys to know, I've talked about this a little bit before, but ostensibly we're here from all over the world, from different places, Israel, Germany, the US, Argentina, New York, everywhere, Bahamas. And yet, everybody here, pretty much, Spain, everybody here really lives the same place. Almost everyone I've ever met lives in the same exact place, in their head, okay? And it's not a good place to live if you want to be healthy. You have to get into your body. You've got to learn to listen to your body and pay attention and properly interpret its messages. And so rather than calculating how much fat you're eating or how much you think you need, you want to learn to listen to your body. That's the best way, by far, by far, by far, by far. Understand, too, that looking at percentage of fat perhaps isn't very useful. Okay, let me explain why. I mean, it's an easy way to do it. And there are times we'll talk about that, okay, because it's a shorthand. But my guess is that the average human liver, which metabolizes fat, as I was just saying, is probably capable of comfortably metabolizing X amount of fat. I don't know what X is, okay? I don't know how many grams of fat that's going to be. But let's just keep things really simple and say it's 10. Okay, let's say a healthy liver can metabolize 10 grams of fat, at least at one time, at one sitting. 10 grams, that's it. So what percentage of your calories should be from fat? Because that's what people are usually talking about. 80-10-10 is saying 80% of your calories from carbohydrates, 10% from fat and protein. Is that a useful way to look at it? Well, I don't know. On an average day, I'm probably eating around 1,200 calories or fewer. 1,200 calories. Let's say 1,200 calories. Okay? 1,200 calories. So 10% of that is 120 calories from fat. Okay? Maybe that's perfectly fine for me and my body can handle it with no problem. How about someone who's consuming 5 times as many calories as I am? There are people out there that are very active. They're consuming 6,000 calories a day. Do you think it's likely that their liver can process 5 times as much fat as mine can? I would guess probably not. And therefore, looking at fat or protein or anything as a percentage of calories might not be a very useful way to do it. It might be that the more you eat, the smaller the percentage should be. Does that make sense? What if tomorrow I only eat 1 avocado? 1 Hass avocado, which is 80% fat. Is it a problem that I got 80% of my calories from fat yesterday? Maybe not. Maybe it's perfectly fine. I'm not going to do that every day, right? But on one day where I'm only eating 300 calories, if 80% of it's fat, that might be perfectly fine if it's a ripe avocado. Would you leave the chair alone, please?
Is this something the liver can process what?
I'm just saying, theoretically, there might be a maximum quantity of anything, the fat, that the liver can metabolize. Okay, your liver's not saying, well, I normally only like to do X number of grams, but today, because I'm eating 17 times more food, I can handle 17 times more. I don't think so. I think, if anything, it might be the opposite. If the body is overburdened with processing much more, it might be less able to do that particular thing. Maybe not, but maybe. Does that make sense? So I don't think we want to look at it as a percentage. It's not really a very accurate way to do it. Okay? It just doesn't make that much sense.